When you think of a beach, you probably picture soft sand, gentle waves, and a perfect spot to relax and soak up some sun. It's the ultimate vacation destination for most people, a place to unwind and forget about your worries. But what if I told you that some of the most beautiful beaches in the world are hiding some of the deadliest secrets? Forget about building sandcastles and working on your tan. On these beaches, you're more likely to be dodging jet blasts, fighting killer currents, or even coming face to face with a great white shark. We searched the globe for the most insane, the most terrifying, and the most life-threatening stretches of coastline you could ever imagine. These places look like paradise, but they are anything but. From shores littered with the skeletons of ancient shipwrecks to waters so polluted they could make you sick just by touching them, we're going to show you a side of the beach you've never seen before. You will not believe what happens at some of these spots. So, buckle up, because we're about to take you on a wild ride to the places where paradise meets peril. Forget everything you thought you knew about a relaxing day by the ocean. These are the most dangerous beaches in the world. We're starting this crazy list at Maho Beach, right next to Sunset Beach in St. Martin. This place is world famous, but not for its calm waters. It's famous because it's literally right at the end of an international airport runway. I mean, the planes are so close, you feel like you can reach out and touch them. People from all over the world come here just to experience the insane thrill of a massive 747 flying just a few feet over their heads. It's one of the most unbelievable sights you will ever see. The real danger, though, isn't just the planes landing, it's when they take off. The jet blast from these enormous engines is so powerful it can literally blow you off your feet and into the water. There are warning signs everywhere, with pictures and text in multiple languages, telling people to stay away from the fence. They warn of serious injury or even death. But do people listen? Absolutely not. It's become a tourist challenge to try and withstand the blast, which is completely insane. We've seen videos of people getting sandblasted, losing their hats and bags, and even being thrown against concrete barriers. In 2017, a tourist was tragically killed after being knocked over by the force of a jet blast. It's a perfect example of a place where the thrill is real, but the danger is even realer. You're literally gambling with your life for a cool photo, and that's why this beach is number one on our list of places you have to see to believe. Next up, we're flying to Hawaii, to Hanakapiai Beach on the island of Kauai. At first glance, this beach is pure paradise. It's a secluded cove with golden sand, surrounded by lush green cliffs. It looks like something straight out of a movie. To get here, you have to hike a challenging 2-mile trail along the stunning Nepali coast. The journey itself is incredible, but when you arrive, you're greeted by a beach that holds a very dark secret. This beautiful place is an absolute death trap. The problem here is the incredibly powerful rip currents. There's no offshore reef to break up the massive ocean swells that come rolling in from the open Pacific. This creates currents so strong that even the most experienced professional swimmers can't fight them. If you get pulled out, your chances of making it back to shore are almost zero. The next place you could potentially wash up is more than 6 miles away, and that's if you're lucky. It is absolutely terrifying. A sign near the beach keeps a running tally of the people who have drowned here. The number is shockingly high. Over 80 people have lost their lives in these waters. The sign is a gut-wrenching reminder of the ocean's power. Despite the clear warnings and the tragic history, people still get tempted by the beautiful water every single year. They think they can handle it, but the ocean always proves them wrong. Hanakapiai is a perfect, tragic reminder that beauty can be deceiving. For this next one, we're heading all the way to Gansbaai, South Africa, a place with a terrifying nickname, the Great White Shark Capital of the World. This isn't an exaggeration. The channel of water between Dyer Island and Geyser Rock is so densely populated with great white sharks that it's officially known as Shark Alley. This is the single best place on the entire planet to see these incredible predators up close, which is both amazing and horrifying at the same time. The reason there are so many sharks here is simple: food. Geyser Rock is home to a colony of around 60,000 Cape Fur seals. For the great whites, this is an all-you-can-eat buffet. This natural phenomenon has turned Gansbaai into a massive tourist hub for one of the most extreme activities you can do: shark cage diving. They literally lower you into the freezing water in a metal cage, while these giant 1,000-pound predators swim just inches from your face. It is absolutely insane. While the cage diving industry here has a strong safety record, the danger is always present. You are willingly getting into the water in the shark's own dining room. Any mistake, any equipment failure could be catastrophic. And for anyone brave or foolish enough to swim or surf in the surrounding waters outside of a cage, the risk is astronomically high. This isn't a beach for a casual swim. It's a front row seat to one of nature's most fearsome hunters. Now, we're going somewhere truly haunting. Welcome to the Skeleton Coast in Namibia. The name alone tells you this place is no joke. This stretch of coastline is one of the most desolate and inhospitable places on Earth. For centuries, dense fog, unpredictable currents and stormy seas have caused countless ships to run aground here. The shore is littered with the rusting skeletal remains of these shipwrecks, some of them hundreds of years old. It's like a graveyard for ships. But the danger doesn't stop once you're on the shore. If you were a sailor who survived a shipwreck here, your nightmare was just beginning. You'd find yourself stranded in the middle of the Namib Desert, one of the driest places in the world, stretching for hundreds of miles inland. With no fresh water, no food, and no hope of rescue, survival was virtually impossible. The local bushmen called this land the land God made in anger, and it's easy to see why. Today, it's a remote and protected national park. You can visit, but it's heavily restricted, and for good reason. The landscape is brutal, and even with modern technology, getting stranded here would be a life-threatening situation. Besides the harsh environment, the coast is also home to some serious predators, like lions and hyenas that have adapted to hunting seals on the beach. It's a place where the skeletons of whales and ships lie next to each other, a constant reminder of the raw, unforgiving power of nature. All right. Let's go from the shark capital of the world to the shark bite capital of the world, New Smyrna Beach, Florida. This popular beach looks like any other sunny spot in Florida. It's packed with families, surfers, and people enjoying the beautiful weather. But lurking just beneath the waves is an unbelievable number of sharks. In fact, experts say that if you've ever swum at New Smyrna Beach, you've likely been within 10 feet of a shark. That is a terrifying thought. This beach has more recorded shark bites per square mile than any other place on the entire planet. It's not even close. The sheer volume of incidents is staggering. In 2023 alone, there were 8 confirmed bites right here, which was half of all the bites in the entire United States for that year. The reason is that the area is a breeding ground for baitfish, which attracts huge numbers of blacktip and spinner sharks. They come here to feed, and unfortunately, surfers and swimmers can get mistaken for prey. The crazy thing is, despite the statistics and the constant warnings, the beach is always packed. Surfers know the risks, but the waves are just too good to pass up. Most of the bites here are not fatal. They're usually hit and run attacks where the shark bites, realizes it's not a fish, and lets go. But the risk of a serious injury is always there. Every time you step into the water at New Smyrna, you are literally rolling the dice. If you thought one danger was bad, wait until you see this next place. We're heading to Fraser Island in Australia, the largest sand island in the world. This place is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it looks absolutely stunning, with pristine freshwater lakes, ancient rainforests growing on sand, and miles of beautiful beaches. But don't let the beauty fool you. Fraser Island is basically trying to kill you in at least 5 different ways. It's like a real-life video game where everything is a threat. First, let's talk about the dingoes. The island is famous for having the purest strain of dingoes in Australia, and they are not friendly pets. They are wild predators and have been known to attack people, sometimes with tragic results. There are signs everywhere warning you not to feed them and to keep your distance. Then there's the water. The ocean here is full of sharks and deadly riptides. Oh, and between October and May, the waters are also home to irukandji and box jellyfish, some of the most venomous creatures on the planet. A sting can be fatal. So you think, okay, I'll just stick to the freshwater lakes. Bad idea. Some of them have dangerously strong currents. And if you decide to explore the island by 4x4, you have to deal with treacherous sand tracks that can easily cause your vehicle to roll over. Even the sand dunes can be hazardous. Fraser Island is an adventure, for sure, but it's one where you have to be constantly aware of your surroundings. It's Australia's beautiful, wild, and incredibly dangerous playground. This next beach is literally being created right before our eyes. We're back in Hawaii, but this time on the Big Island, at the black sand beaches of Kilauea volcano. Kilauea is one of the most active volcanoes on Earth, and when its molten lava flows into the ocean, the results are explosive and spectacular. The superheated lava hits the cool seawater and shatters into tiny fragments, creating brand new jet-black sand. It's an incredible display of nature's raw power. Visiting these beaches is an experience like no other. but it comes with some insane risks. First of all, you're on the side of an active volcano. The ground can be unstable, and new lava flows can start at any time. The air can also be filled with laze, a toxic plume of steam, hydrochloric acid, and volcanic glass particles that forms when lava hits the ocean. Breathing this stuff in can cause serious lung damage. It is not something you want to mess with. And then there's the water itself. Where the lava enters the sea, the water can be heated to boiling temperatures. There are also unpredictable currents and dangerously sharp, newly formed lava rock just beneath the surface. People have been seriously burned by stepping into unseen pockets of scalding water, or by rogue waves washing over hot rock. This isn't a place for swimming or sunbathing. It's a geological wonder in progress, a dangerous and beautiful reminder that our planet is still being shaped. We're now in Brazil, at Praia de Boa Viagem in the city of Recife. This is a beautiful urban beach, stretching for miles along a bustling city skyline. It's lined with hotels, restaurants, and apartments, and for years, it was a popular spot for locals and tourists to cool off. But over the last few decades, this idyllic spot has turned into one of the most notorious shark attack hotspots in the world. The number of attacks here is completely off the charts for an urban beach. The problem started in the 1980s, when a major port was built just south of the beach. The construction disrupted the local ecosystem and the migration patterns of bull sharks, which are known for being aggressive and comfortable in shallow, murky water. The port blocked their natural path, and a nearby river mouth, which became a dumping ground for a local slaughterhouse, started attracting the sharks even closer to shore. They were essentially funneled directly into the swimming areas of Praia de Boa Viagem. Since the early 90s, there have been over 60 attacks, with a shockingly high fatality rate of around 30%. That is insane. The government has put up hundreds of warning signs along the beach and banned surfing and swimming in deep water, but people still take the risk. It's a tragic situation where human development has created a perfect storm, turning a popular city beach into a deadly hunting ground for one of the world's most aggressive shark species. This next beach is dangerous not because of sharks or currents, but because of something you can't always see. We're going to Chowpatty Beach in Mumbai, India. This is one of the most famous public beaches in the country, a place where families gather, festivals are held, and vendors sell street food. It's a vibrant and culturally important spot, but sadly, it's also one of the most polluted beaches in the entire world. It is absolutely disgusting. The water at Chowpatty Beach is filled with untreated sewage, industrial waste, and garbage that flows directly into the sea from the city of Mumbai. The level of fecal coliform bacteria in the water is thousands of times higher than what is considered safe for swimming. Just coming into contact with this water can lead to a whole host of diseases, like typhoid, cholera, and gastroenteritis. The sand itself is littered with trash, plastic, and debris from the city. It's an environmental disaster. Despite the obvious health risks, the beach remains a popular gathering place. During the annual Ganesh Chaturthi festival, hundreds of thousands of people come here to immerse idols of the god Ganesha into the sea. While there have been massive cleanup efforts organized by citizens and NGOs, the scale of the pollution is so immense that it's an ongoing battle. It's a heartbreaking example of how human activity can destroy a beautiful natural space and turn it into a serious health hazard. The name of this next beach says it all. We're in Mexico, at Playa Zipolite, which translates to Beach of the Dead in the Zapotec language. This stunning stretch of coastline in the state of Oaxaca is famous for its bohemian vibe and its status as one of Mexico's few official nude beaches. It attracts backpackers and free spirits from all over the world. But, you know, the ancient name is a chilling warning that many visitors tragically ignore. This place is beautiful, but it is deadly. Playa Zipolite is notorious for its monster waves and incredibly powerful undertow. The beach drops off steeply, and the currents are so strong and unpredictable that they can pull even the strongest swimmers out to sea in a matter of seconds. There's no reef or natural barrier to protect the shore, so the full force of the Pacific Ocean pounds the beach relentlessly. It looks inviting, but it's a trap. Every year, people drown here, adding to the beach's grim reputation. For years, the problem was so bad that a volunteer lifeguard team was formed to try and save people. They perform dozens of rescues every month. They've put up flags and signs to indicate the danger level, but the laid-back party atmosphere of the town often leads tourists to let their guard down and underestimate the power of the ocean. It's a classic case of a paradise with a dark side, where the name Beach of the Dead is a literal and constant warning. We're heading back to Australia, because apparently that continent is just filled with things that want to hurt you. This time, we're at Cape Tribulation. The name was given by Captain James Cook himself after his ship got severely damaged on a nearby reef, and he called it the place where all his troubles began. That should be your first clue. This place is where two UNESCO World Heritage Sites meet, the Daintree Rainforest and the Great Barrier Reef, and it is absolutely breathtaking. But honestly, the dangers here are off the charts. First, let's talk about the water. Between November and May, these waters are infested with box jellyfish and the tiny, nearly invisible Irukandji jellyfish. A sting from either of these can be excruciatingly painful and potentially fatal, so even if you wear a protective stinger suit, it's a massive risk. But that's not all. The area is also home to large saltwater crocodiles. There are warning signs everywhere telling you not to swim because these prehistoric predators are known to patrol the beaches and river mouths. And if you manage to avoid the jellyfish and crocodiles, there are still more dangers on land. The surrounding rainforest is home to cassowaries, giant, flightless birds with a dagger-like claw on each foot that can and will attack if they feel threatened. They can disembowel a person with a single kick. So, you have deadly jellyfish, giant crocodiles, and killer birds, all in one beautiful location. Cape Tribulation is an incredible place, but you have to be insane to go for a casual swim here. Our next stop takes us to a beach in India that's famous not just for its natural dangers, but for something much, much spookier. We're at Dumas Beach in Gujarat. During the day it looks like any other beach, with its unique black sand and families enjoying the coastline. But as the sun begins to set, the atmosphere changes completely. Locals believe this beach is haunted, and almost no one dares to stay here after dark. It is genuinely creepy. The legends say that this beach was once used as a Hindu burial ground, and the spirits of the dead still roam the sands at night. People have reported hearing strange whispers and voices when there's no one around, seeing mysterious lights, and feeling an eerie presence. There are even stories of people who have gone for a walk on the beach at night and never returned. The black sand, which comes from the high iron content, only adds to the spooky, otherworldly feel of the place. Beyond the ghost stories, the beach has very real dangers. The currents here are notoriously strong, and there have been many cases of people being pulled into the sea and drowning. The combination of the real physical danger and the terrifying local legends makes Dumas Beach a place you really don't want to mess with. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, the stories are enough to make you think twice about taking a midnight stroll on these dark, mysterious sands. We're now traveling to a tiny island in the middle of the Indian Ocean that has a massive shark problem. Welcome to Reunion Island, a French territory that looks like a tropical paradise. It has volcanic peaks, lush forests, and incredible surfing breaks. But since 2011, this island has become one of the deadliest places on Earth for shark attacks. The situation got so bad that the government had to completely ban almost all swimming and surfing. Scientists believe a combination of factors led to this crisis. An increase in the local bull and tiger shark populations, changes in water quality from urbanization, and the creation of a marine reserve that attracted more sharks to the area all played a part. The result was a terrifying spike in attacks, many of them fatal and incredibly aggressive. The island went from a surfer's paradise to a place of fear in just a few years. It was a complete nightmare for the local community. Even with the ban in place, some hardcore surfers couldn't stay away from the perfect waves. They created special lookout systems and shark patrols to try and make it safer, but the risk is always there. There have been over 20 attacks and 11 fatalities in a very short period, giving Reunion Island one of the highest per capita shark attack rates in the world. It's a tragic story of how a delicate balance was disrupted, turning a beautiful island into a place of extreme danger. You might think we've covered enough shark-infested beaches, but we have to go back to South Africa for this one. We're at Second Beach in Port St. John's, located on what's known as the Wild Coast. This area is rugged, remote, and breathtakingly beautiful. It's also another major hotspot for shark attacks, specifically involving one of the most aggressive species on the planet, the bull shark, also known as the Zambezi shark in this region. What makes Second Beach so dangerous is its location. It sits right at the mouth of the Umzimvubu River, the third largest river in South Africa. Bull sharks are unique because they can survive in both salt and fresh water, and they love to hang out in murky river mouths like this one, where they hunt. The water visibility is often terrible, meaning swimmers and surfers have no idea when a shark is nearby until it's too late. It is the perfect ambush environment. Over the years, this beach has seen a horrifying number of fatal attacks, particularly on surfers. The community has been devastated by the losses. It's become known as one of the deadliest surf spots in the world. Unlike Gansbaai, where the danger is part of a tourist attraction, the threat at Second Beach is a constant, terrifying reality for the local population. It's a beautiful place with a very dark and dangerous reputation that it has earned time and time again. For our final beach, we're going somewhere completely different. Forget sharks and rip currents, the danger here is the cold. We are heading way up north to Utakleiv Beach in Norway, inside the Arctic Circle. This beach is consistently voted one of the most beautiful and romantic beaches in the world. In the summer you can experience the midnight sun, and in the winter, it's one of the best places to see the incredible northern lights. It looks like a magical fairy tale. But this is the Arctic, and the beauty comes with extreme danger. The water temperature here, even in the middle of summer, barely gets above 50 degrees Fahrenheit. In the winter, it's near freezing. If you were to fall into this water, hypothermia would set in within minutes. Your body would lose heat so fast that you'd lose muscle control and consciousness very quickly. Survival time in water this cold is incredibly short. It is no joke. Despite the freezing temperatures, some brave, or maybe crazy, people actually go surfing here wearing extremely thick wetsuits. But even with the best gear, the risk is immense. The weather can change in an instant, with brutal winds and snowstorms rolling in off the Norwegian Sea. It's a place of stunning, almost alien beauty, but it's also a powerful reminder that danger doesn't always come with teeth. Sometimes, it's just the silent, deadly cold. And there you have it, 15 of the most dangerous, terrifying, and absolutely insane beaches on the planet. From jet blasts that can send you flying to invisible currents that pull you out to sea, and more sharks than you can possibly imagine. These places prove that even the most beautiful spots on Earth can have a dark side. It really makes you appreciate your local, boring, safe beach, doesn't it? I can't believe some of these places are real. It's absolutely wild. We want to hear from you. Have you ever been to any of these beaches, or do you know of another dangerous beach that we missed? Let me know in the comments below. I read pretty much all of them, and your stories are always the best part. What was the craziest beach on this list? For me, it has to be Fraser Island. I mean, dingoes, jellyfish, sharks, and killer birds all in one place? That's just not fair. It's like nature is actively trying to get you. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Your support means everything. Like this video, smash the subscribe button, and click the notification bell right now, or this centipede will crawl on your face when you're sleeping. Seriously, do it now. Also, comment with the hashtag #JockOddTopic and let us know what you think about these deadly destinations. Would you ever visit one? I'm genuinely curious. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.